Hey ladies, Devon Brown here again with another no BS dating success tip. And as always, if you're not watching this video on my website, be sure to check out howtogetamanow.com for more free dating advice and fun tips for single women. Also, if you are watching this video on my website, then be sure to share it with your friends and anybody else that you might know, any other single women you might know. You can share it by using the Twitter and Facebook links below this video. So, today we're going to have a little bit of fun. What I'm actually going to talk to you about is an approach technique that a girlfriend of mine, I'm going to give her credit for it, but she came up with this approach technique on how to approach a guy, and when she called me up and she told me about it, I thought it was pure genius. But before I tell you that approach technique, let me just say this. Ladies, we're not in the 1940s or 50s anymore. It's okay to approach a guy, and as a matter of fact, a lot of guys think it's really sexy when a woman makes the first move. I'm not suggesting that you jump on top of the guy, right, and start licking his face. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I am suggesting is that it's okay to make your first move and let us know that you're interested. But Devon, how do I make the first move? Can you tell me anything cute and fun that I might do that'll get a guy's attention? Matter of fact, I sure can. I'm going to tell you the same tip. And let me tell you about my friend. I call her Puddin', and she calls me Puddin' too. But I got this tip from Puddin', so I got to give Puddin' full credit for this. But Puddin' actually lives in Kansas. And we actually met on a dating site. And she lives in Kansas. I live in Atlanta. So there was no way that anything was going to work out, which is okay. But we ended up becoming really good friends. And we would always call each other and talk about dating advice and the opposite sex and all that fun stuff. And one day, Puddin' calls me up. And she says, Devon, she says, I've got this really great idea on how to approach a guy. Tell me what you think about it. And when she told it to me, I about peed my pants. I said, Puddin', I said, if any girl ever came up and did that to me, I would ask her to marry me on the spot. She says, great. Okay, so you ready to learn what it is, Tara?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what you do. Let me, all right, we'll just use this pen here. What you do is, let's say you're at a bar. This works extremely well if you're at a bar or a nightclub. And you see a guy and you think he's attractive. You look and see what drink he's drinking. See what kind of beer he's drinking. Maybe he's drinking a Heineken. Doesn't matter, right? We'll pretend that this is the Heineken. So you notice that the guy's drinking a Heineken. So what you do is you go to the bartender and you order a bottle of Heineken, right? Which is the exact same thing the guy's drinking. Then what you do is you take the Heineken and you put it, we're going to pretend this pen is the Heineken bottle. Your Heineken bottle that you want to give to the guy, okay? You go up to the guy and you put the Heineken bottle behind your back. You go up to the guy, you tap him on the shoulder, and you say, pull my finger. And then the guy's going to be like, what? And you're like, pull my finger. Now understand that as a guy, I'm going to pull your damn finger. As a girl, you might say, oh, it's gross. But as a guy, that'll be cool as shit. Pardon my French. So you say, pull my finger. And when the guy pulls your finger, you go, ta-da! And you offer him a Heineken, which is exactly what he's drinking. And I was like, that is so genius. That is adorable.
That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
So, ladies, don't be here to go up and use the pull my finger approach. Again, I got to give props to my girl Puddin', who came up with that approach for me. There's a lot of other things that you can do to approach guys. And what I'll do one day is I'll make a video of nothing but approach techniques. But generally speaking, if you want to approach us, number one, don't be scared to approach us. Number two, you can be direct. I actually had a girl. This was a little too abrupt one time, but she actually just came up to me one time and she said, what did she say? She came up to me and she said, excuse me. Don't worry about the phone if you can hear it. She said, excuse me. I said, yeah. She says, do you have a girlfriend? No, she said, what did she say? Hold on, I'm messing up the story. She comes up to me, she says, excuse me. I said, yeah. She says, you got any kids? And I was like, no, I don't have any kids. She says, you got a girlfriend? And I was like, no, I don't have a girlfriend, but I might be taking applications. Do you have a resume? And then she's like, this is the resume. And I was like, that's a good-ass line. But, anywho, the fact then she came up and she's like, you got any kids? You got a girlfriend? And I was like, no. She was like, all right, cool. And I was like, you know what? As ghetto fabulous as that was, I was like, I appreciate the amount of balls it takes to come up and say that to somebody. So as a guy, I wasn't like, ooh, get away from me. I was like, you know what? And she was an attractive girl. So I was like, you know what? High five. Let's go, shake our booties on the dance floor. But use the Heineken thing. Use the pull my finger thing. Heineken. Use the pull my finger thing. It'll work. You like that, Tara?
I love that.
All right, cool. Go.
I want to hear the pull my finger stories.
Well, all right, I don't have any more pull my finger stories. That's the only one I've got. But on that note, ladies, I hope that you like this piece of dating advice. Don't be scared to go up to guys and approach us. We're really easy to approach. That's about it. Go check out howtogetamannow.com. Be sure to share this video. Pass it on to your friends. I'll catch you on the next dating success tip. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, real quick, I almost forgot. If you're watching this on my blog, if you're watching this video on my blog, then go ahead and try this technique. Try the pull my finger technique, and then let me know how it works for you. You can actually post your comments or your stories below, and let me know how the pull my finger technique works for you. Totally meant to say that in the video. Yeah, so have fun with that. We'll catch you guys on the next dating success tip. Bye-bye.